All right, my beloved. So, I got some conjecture for us. We know the Earth is kind of out of course, right? So, and I thought the pareidolia, aka seeing something in something I saw that looked like something else, kind of like how when you look at a cloud, it can look like a this or that, like an animal or a lion or some other imagery, right? What we saw in the biblical script is the things that were happening in the earth, there was some kind of reality to them, right? And that we could take that framework, which the scriptures have almost everything that happens in life, could happen in life, even the terrible things between people's relationships, play out, even the context of high authority and how they play out, kind of like Shakespearean, how it's very poetic where it plays out in real time, and this person besieges this one supposes this one steals that, this one doesn't do this when it's told, like all the things that happen. And we thought, oh my gosh, all the things that are happening and that are happening here. And then we see some of the cataclysmic, apocalyptic Judaism things happen. Because really, the Bible's apocalyptic Judaism and Gnosticism on steroids, right? It's been put together by both of those groups of people, right? All the fables at once, right? Jammed together. And they took the Apocrypha out because even though they had some real history in it, where the Jews were supposed by the Greek Empire through Alexander the Great, after their Persian occupation, right, from occupation to occupation, they laced the history in to create the pareidolia. Now, what I've noticed is there is something going on in the earth, right? There's obviously people trying to recognize the earth is starting to change, right? So what I figured out is they were serving the planets as gods, right? All these ancient societies, because they were absolutely afraid of angering the gods. And really, they were not trying to anger the gods, the personifications of people with great power. They were really trying not to anger the planetoids, right? The planetary intelligences, the cosmic authorities that run the solar system, the sun, the moon, the earth, any of the planetoids around us, all the way out to Rhinoan, which is Pluto. So, they named and personified these things because they saw the microcycles happening in those, where it would move around the zodiac, because all it is was how to tell time. What happens? The prediction stuff came later. The whole concept was the Chaldean concept of the days, right? The 30 degrees, the 360-degree circle. Each fraction was laid so that it would pick up a specific constellation, because we spin it on the North Star, right? I believe the Earth is out of course, not because the wicked Saturn, the Saturn worshippers are ruling, because that's true, right? It's not the Edomite paradigm. It's not the Saturn worship paradigm as much as it is we're just not doing services for the Earth. Yes, the mindset's tuned to Saturn. We could easily come off of that as people by shifting our mind. We believe in ancient times there's been a history scrubbing, and they've been trying to put ends together. And you can't put ends together because you don't have the ancient people, you don't have the ancient tongues, you don't have the mind power from that time is gone, right? So what we have today is what we're looking at as we're trying to piece things together, microcycles that happened then and now, and we can see some of those cosmic cycles are choreographed with actual events, right? So that being said, we do believe that there is some sort of polarity shift. There is something that's going to happen where the minds of today that are revered for whatever reason are going to be rejected. And it could be a planetary microcycle, because we know the ice ages, we're going for with the whole service to the planets is the ancient people did not want to anger the gods, which would bring, anytime there was a major happening up in the stars and stuff, because they had people watching this stuff, something happened down here. Whenever they saw a major object pass close, something happened here, right? Because we know gravity and however their concept, they affect each other. Their relative mass and structure and how fast something's going, what its composition, it can rain this place with stuff. It can pelt this place with things, right? And we believe that gods were angry, and it was them explaining the cataclysmic and cosmic events that were getting rained down upon this place, right? This place was a less cosmically safe place than it is now. We're looking through a mirror that looks really clear. And the times before, there was much more activity in the skies, we believe, right? So the services for the planets, those ancient deities, they weren't just to make up a guy. That always never occurred to me. It's like, it makes sense now. No, they saw those planets in the sky are the things that move. They saw the North Star. Everybody can see the North Star is the place where everything pivots. And we believe the sigil for the Earth is the North Star, the North, South, East, and West, right? The Malkuth, right? And that we need to do services for the Earth to bring us back into order, cosmic order, right? And it would change the mindsets here, right? The polarities of the mind to start seeking technology that runs with humanity. Because here's the concept. We need to figure out the leading minds, the cutting edge needs to be running with humanity and the ingredients of humanity, Malkuth, right? The goddamn earth. You're running a technology away from the minds and bodies of humans and from the earth into a paradigm that it can't exist on its own. Because without machines, without humans, machines have no fucking value. Think about it. Think about it, kids. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thinking cosmically.